Chosen vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man Drew too, and I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every vessel to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the Galactic family and the GCVs. Let's get into it, shall we? Chosen ones are going to have to be extremely careful getting into relationships because everyone is in competition with you. It's not cool to be in a relationship with someone who's in competition with you. Me personally, I don't do too many relationships. I have my own personal reasons for that, but I won't be getting into them in this video. If you want me to drop a video on that, put it in the comments. But if you are the relationship type and you get into relationships, you're going to have to be careful with the type of person that you choose to be in a relationship with, because as a chosen one, male or female, a lot of people are going to be in competition with you, and it'll all be good at first. I'm gonna say that right now. It'll all be good at first. All right, y'all be, chilling together, hugged up on each other together, going out places together. It's all good at first. The whole love will be in the air, all that good stuff. But as soon as they realize the difference, it's like the Thriller movie when Mike turned around and was like, ah, 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 ah. Like, that's similar to what it's going to be, because it's just going to be something that comes out of that person as soon as they peep that you're chosen. It's not necessarily that they may know you're chosen. It's not like they're going to be like, oh, she's chosen, oh, he's chosen. It's not like it's going to be that. It's just that, like, they're going to peep you. They're going to see that you have God's hand on your life. They're going to see that you have an anointing. They're going to see that you're anointed. All right. Um, they're going to see that your cup runs over. They're going to start to see the amount of attention that you get from other people. All right. And if this person is not cool with that, now, instead of having a partner or a friend or boyfriend or girlfriend, now you're going to have somebody that is in competition with you. And it's just bad for business. You know, it's not good when you're in a relationship with somebody that's in competition with you, because now everything it's like having some milk in the refrigerator that goes bad. You go to have some cereal, it's like, oh, this isn't what it once was. Oh, hmm, okay, I'm gonna throw that in the trash. Time to go to the supermarket. And it's like you have to immediately get out of that relationship. All right. And I wouldn't say immediately go find somebody else, but I mean, might have to uh might have to do some people shopping, if that's what you're going for, if you're looking for to be in a relationship. Um Me personally, I just find it better to, because I'm a dude, I'm a guy, so it's like I know females tend to get into more relationships than men, but like I'm a guy, so it's like I just tend to just want to be alone. You know, I have a lot of things that I work on. I have a lot of things that I need to get done. So as a dude, it's just better for me, especially in the stage of life that I'm in, wanting to accomplish things and having to accomplish things, because I want to, not necessarily, it's like it's not as deep as I gotta be somebody, I want to be somebody. It's just like when you look in the mirror, you want to be something and someone and somebody to yourself. You don't want to, like, have your life wasted. You don't want time to go by and you not have done the right thing with your time. And not necessarily because you're in a relationship that you won't be able to do the right thing with your time. It's just those things take a lot of time, and it's like it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of energy. You got to be devoted to it. someone that you're with is going to be expecting things of you, even when you set boundaries, and even when you tell this person like, yo, I work on this, I work on that. Fellas, she's still going to be like wanting time with you. All right, so that's just something that you have to understand, and that's something that you have to make a decision for, and you have to make a choice about. So you have to choose whether you really want to be in a relationship, or whether you really want to work on yourself and become the greatest version of yourself and get things done, because it's hard. It's hard. All right. She's going to be calling your phone. She's going to be texting you. She's going to be hitting you up, wanting to talk and things like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. But when you have a lot that you want to get done, it kind of gets in the way. And and ladies got to get things done too. Somebody got crazy the other day and commented in the comments and was like, ladies need to get things done too. I'm like, whoa, girl. Okay. All right. Busy lady. I get it. All right. I understand. Obviously, women need to get things done. It's women out here doing more stuff than some dudes. It's women out here working harder than some men, you know. Not to take anything away from the fellas, but she's coming at me the wrong way, thinking I got things confused and I don't. But that's neither here nor there. Shout out to the hardworking ladies, Um, but back to like the whole relationship dynamic period. um it's weird when people are trying to be in competition with you, and you trying to just be in the relationship, like now y'all go out getting dressed as a competition, looking better than the other person becomes a competition. And it's like that was never a thing. It's like, why can't we just go out and enjoy ourselves now? Because you get attention naturally, you'll have your relationship partner person be like trying to get attention, and that's weird. All right, it's nothing weirder than just for, and I understand there's probably a lot of ladies that go through this too, but it's just weird going out to eat with somebody, and this person is like purposely being extra, trying to get all the attention. The waiter comes, you're like, hey, how you doing? Yeah, we're out to eat. It's just like, can you just be normal? Can you just be yourself for once? But around you, she can't. Around you, he can't. And he better not be acting like that. Around you, he can't. Oh yeah, I'm William Fancy son. All right, he'll be doing the William. He'll be doing the William Squilliam Fancy son. Okay, we know you fancy player. We know you fancy. We see you fancy. All right, but you're on a date with your lady, and she's just trying to vibe with you. You don't have to try to outdo her. I'll take the Okay, sir. All right. Like, oh my God, can we not? Can we not? Can we just enjoy each other's company and enjoy this really good, tasty food? I might add. Okay, that's what it's really about. Going out, dressing nice for each other, and wanting to enjoy some really good, tasty food. When your person that you're out with is in competition with you, they're not going to be going out necessarily to look nice for you. All right, when somebody is in a relationship with you and they're in competition with you, that person might as well put a sign on their head or neck or chest or whatever that says, I'm still on the market. I'm shopping around. I'm looking for better. That's really what they might as well say, because somebody that's in competition with you in a relationship, it's like, where is that competition going to lead to? That competition is going to lead you getting attention, and where's that attention going to lead to? You looking for a better person or somebody else. All right, when somebody's in competition with you in a relationship, they're low key signaling to you, whether they know it or not, that they're looking for someone better. And as a chosen person, you will waste your time and could possibly even be set back, because most likely, if you're chosen, you're also an empath, and you're going to feel the negative um aspects of that relationship a lot worse than the other person. So you really gotta guard your grill. Okay, you gotta guard your grill. You gotta guard your mind, your heart, all those things. All right, so that's why I always say on this channel, for guys, chosen men, to have a love for women, because when men love, we go all in. When men love, we love you like we love ourselves. Okay, when men fall in love, we almost damn near put you in God's place. We love you so much. All right. So we have to really be careful of that. All right. When men love, we love. Okay. Um, so it's best to have love. So as a man, so you don't go crazy and lose your mind over somebody who's not fully dedicated or fully in it to win it, you know? All right. There's been men that have come home and saw their woman with another man and killed that man. And sometimes that woman. All right. So that's why you want to have love for people, because you never know what somebody's going to do. You never know what somebody is up to. And this is why you have to be careful who you get into a relationship with. All right, especially if they're going to end up in competition with you, because that competition is going to lead to attention, and that attention, whether they know it or not, is going to lead to them. They're signaling to other people that they want somebody better. They're signaling to other people that I'm just with this person until I find who I really want. And when that person finds who they really want, and y'all better not live together, because if you come home and see that, depending on how much love you have, you might snap, and that's no good. Okay, that is no good. All right, so be careful who you get into a relationship with as a chosen one. All right, and this goes for men and women. All right, chosen men and women, we both have destinies. All right, let's not get it twisted. All right, we both have destinies. Okay, I'm a man, so I'm speaking from a man's perspective. All right, I know that was just one person, but that lady was tripping on me. Women have things to do too. I know they do. Sometimes even more than men. Okay. Sometimes it's women out here even doing more than men, and you just heard that from a man's mouth. So she probably was just in her feelings about something, and I understand, but no hard feelings to her. I just want the ladies to feel it, to feel that they know that I know y'all get stuff done too. All right, I know y'all get stuff done. Obviously, all right. There's a lot of women that I learned from as far as success stories and business and all that stuff. All right, I learned from men and women. Okay, so I mean, you can't not learn from men and women. You'd be dumb if you didn't. So anyway, um, chosen ones, you have to be careful getting into relationships. They're not going to understand, and this goes for men and women. They're not going to understand that you need your time to yourself more than anything, because as chosen ones, we are here on assignment. We're here on a mission. We have something that we need to get done. All right, we're here to serve humanity. We're here to do work for God. We're here to do whatever we were called to do, and we're passionate about it. And we've made it our purpose. Now that we're aware, now that we're awake, now that we know what we're supposed to be doing, we made our passion our purpose, because we know the money that comes from that. Whether you're dancing on stage, whether you're singing on stage, whether you're playing the piano, or you're artist, or you draw, or you do hair, you know that you're going to become rich off of your gifts and talents, and you're going to help a lot of people with the money that you receive. It's not just money for you to buy a nice house and a nice car. You're going to do those things, but you're also going to bless other people and show other people that they could be successful as well, because you know that's your true purpose, and your true calling is to become successful, and be the light of the world, the salt of the earth, and sprinkle that flavor onto other people, so that they can realize that there's something special that they're here to do as well. All right, we know that we're here to be an example, to do something good, do something great, to show other people that they have the same fate. All right, so that takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of energy. So it takes a lot of effort as well. And you're going to end up being, and you could possibly end up being in a relationship where somebody's like, how come you're not giving me that time? How come you not? They might think you out cheating. They might think you out doing this and doing that. And you're like, yo, I'm here just working on things, and I'm trying to get things done. But no, how come it's none? You have to set boundaries with people, and it's like you may not even have time for all that. All right, so it's just a lot that goes into it when you're chosen and you try to get into a relationship with someone. People are toxic, and if they're not chosen, or if they don't have a purpose, they don't even necessarily have to be chosen or anything like that. But if they don't have a purpose, or if there's nothing that they're on specifically, that person is going to have a lot of time on their hands. All right, they're going to have a lot of time on their hands. I mean, a lot of time on their hands, if they're not aware of their true purpose. or their true identity if they're not awake yet. All right. So just be careful, because if you know what you have to do, if you know what you have to do with your time, all right, this person could potentially be an energy vampire. All right, you may not know it yet, but you will find out. All right, if this person is an energy vampire or not. All right, you don't want people to try to disrupt you or take you off your path or try to distract you. All right, you know this person could be sent by the devil, unfortunately. So you really got to do like an interview hiring process and screen people. All right, I would definitely I'd get to know somebody for a good month before you just let them on in. Before you just come on in. I'd give somebody a good month. Just calling, texting, and that's good because it's like you could program them with the type of person that you are and what type of boundaries that you have. That's why it's good to not just jump into things immediately and as soon as possible, because people have to understand that you have things you got to do. And people who don't have things that they have to do, people who aren't aware of their purpose yet or realize that it's something special here for them to do. All right, they may not understand that they have a gift or a talent or a purpose or anything like that. And if they don't understand that, they're going to have a lot of time on their hands. And they're going to just like be real free with their time. And they're not going to be as serious as you are with what you have to do, with the things you need to do, with your how as you are with your life. All right, that they're going to have a lot of free time, and they're going to want to spend that time with you, and that could possibly end up being annoying. All right, not that they're doing it on purpose. Not that they're doing it on purpose, but you have a purpose and you have things that you have to get done. So if somebody doesn't understand that, that's just annoying. All right, especially if you explained it to them, if you told them like, yo, I have things I got to get done. I'll get back to you. I definitely care about you. I obviously care about you, but I have to work. I have things I got to do. I have a job. I have to go to the gym. I have to do this. If you want to go to the gym with me, why don't you go to the gym with me? All right. I have to read. All right. Maybe one day we could go to the library or something on a day where I don't have too much work to do. And we could just sit across from each other. You crack a book. I crack a book. Let's get it cracking. Um, Something. But it's good to find people who are like-minded and like-spirited, and also like have an awareness of God, a higher power, their higher self, things like that. Because if they don't, they're like going to be like distracted and caught up in like worldly things, and you're obviously in the world, but you're not of it. They might be in the world and of it. So it's like it's a lot. So you're definitely going to want to be with somebody that's like-minded and like-spirited, that's a spiritual person, a God-loving person, God-fearing person, because they'll understand that you have something that you're trying to do with your life. All right, and they may understand, they may not, but if they don't, I'll bet the best you could do is just try to explain it to them and let them know you have things that you need to do. All right, and I mean, you could even go as telling them like, yo, this is more important in this relationship. This is more important than you. I've been doing this before we start talking, and you're going to have to understand that I need time to myself to do A, B, and C. And if you can't give me that time, then we got to separate. We can't be together. But it's like, me personally, don't have time for that because I already know where it's going to go. As soon as like I get into a relationship, I already know person's going to get super addicted. Person's going to want all my time, all my attention, all my energy, and I just don't have it in me to do that. And I'm not gonna be caught between a rock and a hard place trying to decide whether should I not work on myself today and my goals, or should I spend time with so and so. And it's just like I would love to spend time with females and friends and stuff like that. But it's like if they don't understand, and this goes from women and men too, all right? If the lady doesn't understand, if the guy doesn't understand that you have like very important things that you need to do because you're trying to better yourself, then you're gonna have to break it off. If they can't pick up what you're putting down as far as what you're laying down, as far as these boundaries, because you have things you need to do, you have a purpose, you have things you got to take care of. You don't just go to work, you don't just come home, and you don't just chill. All right. So you really have to be wareful of the people's habits that you're talking to. All right, because if somebody is just one of those kinds of people that just all they do is, they go to work, they take care of themselves, but they just like outside of work, they don't be really up to nothing, or like they just be in chill mode or don't do nothing, or it's just like free time outside of work. They don't go to the gym, they don't exercise, you don't see them trying to make themselves better. It's like y'all are going to have conflict. It's really not going to be anything for you guys to like have common ground on. And you don't have to be necessarily have everything in common with somebody that you're talking to, because sometimes that's boring. It's good for you to be interested in certain things and the person to be interested in other things. That way you could be like, oh, y'all could put each other on new and different stuff. Excuse me. But it just don't work out sometimes. Like if you're busy and you working towards becoming successful, it just don't work out, because it's like it's so much time that you have to put into the things that you're doing. And on top of that, you need time for yourself too. You can't, just because you're with someone, you can't not neglect yourself. And that's one thing people just don't understand. It's like, yo, I need me time too. But what about me? It becomes too much. It's like you can't even think straight, because all you're trying to do is just get things done to make your life better and whoever's in it. But people won't even give you a chance to give them a chance to be in your life. So I would just, me personally, that's why I don't do relationships until like I get like some, until I get enough time for it. So it's just something that I know I don't have enough time for. And if you're working on yourself, I advise you not to get into a relationship, chosen ones. If you're working on yourself, don't do it. All right. That's the moral of this story. If you're working on yourself, I wouldn't get to no relationship, because people require a lot of time, people require a lot of energy. All right. And don't let the person be needy, because people just have needs. Just because somebody wants to spend time with you, wants to see you, that doesn't make them needy. That person's interested in you. They think you're cool, they like you, the whole nine. But you got to watch out for needy people, chosen ones. The type of energy you have, you will attract a lot of needy people. It will be a lot of, and not just all of them, but some of them will be needy. Some of them will like your energy so bad they'll become addicted to you. And not necessarily that they're toxic, but it becomes toxic because the person becomes addicted to you. They want to spend all their time with you. They want to constantly call you, constantly text you, constantly see you. And it's like, yo, when are you going to be able to have time for yourself, your goals, things you need to get done? Probably you probably have multiple things that you're good at, that you're working on, and you just don't have time for it. All right. And it's not that you want to neglect the person, but you need time for you. You need time to breathe. You need time to work out, exercise, meditate, read, learn new things, get motivated, like just time to think. So, hey, that's just me personally. So if you are like that, if you're that type of person, I would, I just work on myself, get my life together, get things in order first. And then when you have time, because you don't want to be playing with people either. So if you know, chosen ones, if you know you don't have time, don't start nothing. And don't start nothing, and I guarantee it won't be nothing. All right. So we have to remember that too. We can't put ourselves in certain situations and be like, dang, I don't even got time for this. Don't start nothing. It won't be nothing. Don't start nothing that you can't necessarily dedicate no time to. Dedicate any time to. All right. Because you don't want to be playing out here with people. All right. Especially the way people feel about us and our energy and stuff like that. You already know. They're gonna be blowing your phone up. Where are you? What are you doing? How are you doing? When are you doing it? And it's like, I understand it's all love and you're interested in stuff like that, but some of these people are toxic, man. Some of these people, they know what they're doing and they just don't care. They just gonna try to just bully their way into you and your life and all these things, and that definitely ain't gonna happen. So it is what it is. All right. Definitely don't let nobody try to force themselves into your life. All right. They could waterworks, they could cry, they could throw a tantrum, whatever. It's just like, yo, and then when people start acting toxic like that, like getting upset because and trying not to understand that you need time and stuff like that, I wouldn't even answer. Don't even waste your time responding back, texting back, calling back. If you gotta put that block on them, put the block on them. All right. It is what it is. You gotta protect your energy. All right. People have more access to other people now. Like before, like back in the day, it was just like you call someone, they don't pick up. They just probably keep calling you if that's who they were. But I mean, at least they didn't have texting and all these things. Like It's just more ways for people to get in contact with you now. They check your they like you they check your social media. You can't even like make a post on social. I saw you post on social media. You're not calling me, you're not texting me. I saw you have a conversation with someone. Like you can't like people don't want you to have no friends. People don't want you to have no nothing. So it's like and and you have to watch people. If somebody has friends and they don't want you to have no friends, toxic. If somebody's talking to other people, they don't want you to talk to nobody, toxic. You see this person with all these friends and they just want you to be by yourself and it just to be you and them, toxic. Somebody immediately starts talking to you. I cut everybody off for you. Bam, bam, lie, BS, toxic. It's just a lot of things you got to watch out for, especially the love bombing. I feel I don't have to get into that on this video, but people, you gotta watch out for love bombing, watch out for manipulation, because people will try to make you feel bad. Don't feel bad. If anybody tries to make you feel bad for having to do things, scissors, cut them off. All right, you don't have to feel bad just because you're busy. And it's like all these things get in the way. They stop your progress. And if somebody is love bombing you, if somebody is not respecting your boundaries, if somebody is beating your phone up, if somebody is just getting on your nerves, annoying you to the point where it make your head hurt, you're trying, but it's like stressing you out, that person's sent by the devil. All right, so you got to be careful because people are sent by the devil too. All right, not everyone that you see that appears to be a good person is a good person. And chosen ones will attract a lot of wolves in sheep's clothing because they see you as something that they could come up on. They see you as like a token person, all right, a trophy person. Like they feel that if they're with you, they'll get the type of attention they need, and they could like use you to get more attention. And then once they find the person that they like, they'll drop you like it's hot. Drop you like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Or they will drop you like it's hot once they find the person that they're actually interested in or looking for. So it's like they will get into your world just to play with you, just to like play games. All right. And sometimes they even do it on purpose. If they see you have a purpose and they don't, that's why you got to be careful of that. All right, that's why you have to be careful of that. If you have God in your life and you see this person is not moving like a person who has God in your life, you have to be careful of that because once people recognize that you're chosen, they could even be willing to play games with you because not only are they in competition with you, now they might be like more envious and jealous of you than you thought. So now this person is purposely trying to waste your time. They know you got things you need to do. They know you got things you need to do. That's when they're gonna hit you with the, oh, you don't want to talk to me. You spend more time doing that than talking to me. Oh, I understand if you don't like, if they, don't let it get like that. All right, cut that off immediately. Stump that dead. Like, we're not gonna do that. All right, and that's how you just because you're with someone doesn't mean you can't get firm with them. So get firm with people. All right, stand on business and get busy with people because just because this person is soft with you, this person is tender with you, you gotta get right with people sometimes. All right, you most likely will end up having to get right with a person, and if they understand, cool. If there's understanding, cool. But if they don't, and this person is just still fighting to get their way and still not caring and still not giving a about what you got to do or what you told them, that person's toxic. And it's like toxic people don't deserve explanations. They don't deserve time, energy, effort, none of that. You just drop them, block them, drop them, sock them, bop them. They're out of here, you know, because it's just not worth your time and it's not worth your energy, especially as a chosen one. If you're an empath, you feel things a little bit more strongly than other people, so you want to cut it off before it becomes a soul tie. Or all right, or anything like that. You don't need any unnecessary soul ties, and you don't need any unnecessary energy drainage. All right, end up making you take time off of things you need to do or get done. Definitely don't need that. All right, they're like energy vampires. You definitely don't need that. This person could be a devil in disguise. They could be an energy vampire in disguise. Both are sent by the devil to try to stop your progress, block your progress. All right, and you don't need that. All right, you're doing your work. If you notice that like everything was good before somebody came into your life, you were working, you were busy, you were motivated, and now it's just like you feel like you ain't got it in you. You're doubting yourself. You're starting to just be tired, and you're laying down and taking all these naps and not working on yourself. and that person's not even around and you're not even talking to them like that, they gotta go. All right. So be careful as a chosen one when people want to get into relationships with you. Okay. There are a lot of people in competition. Once they get into competition, once they see that you get all this energy and you get all this attention, they could potentially be okay with it, be cool with it. Oh wow, wow, look who I'm with. All right, but yo, it'll be like one in a million. You will not find too many people that can just be like, oh wow, cool, look who I'm with. These people will all right, the little yellow's gonna pop out in their eyes, the little red, the thing's gonna come out, and you're gonna see these people transform into something that you ain't never seen in them before. Like, yo, I didn't know they had that in them. Well, they did a good job hiding it. They did a great job hiding it. All right, so just be wise. Just word to the wise. Be careful. All right, when you go to get into relationships, people are going to sooner or later, because you can't hide it. All right, you cannot hide it. Just like you try to go out in public and do your thing, and people start acting weird. Sometimes when you get into a relationship, you'll go with them somewhere, or you'll be with them, and they'll notice that you get attention, or they'll notice that people are on you or treating you different, or sniffing you out, things like that, and they may not like it because they may be jealous that you get more attention than them. So you got to be careful. All right, pick your partners wisely, pick your people wisely. All right, that's why I recommend you doing like a month or couple month screening before you just let people in. Especially if you're on assignment, if you're busy, you got things you need to do, you're in a period of getting yourself together, getting your life together. You got a lot of time that you divulge to certain things and what you need to do. You don't have time for it. You got to keep it real with yourself too. Don't forget that. Always keep it real with yourself, with what you have time for or what you don't. Don't put yourself into any positions to where you get something started and now you got to end it, because that's not cool to play with people either. You don't want to be indecisive about it. You want to be decisive about it. Make a decision, write the vision, make it plain. Do you have time for it? Do you not? Should you be with somebody right now or should you not? And odds are, if you're trying to get things right, if you're trying to get your finances right, get your health right, get your body right, get your mind right, all right, get your mental health right, and get your wealth right, you probably just don't have time for it. All right, it's a lot of things that you could be doing to improve your life, right? And unless this person is doing better than you in life, like sometimes getting into a relationship ain't it. And don't get into a relationship with somebody just because they are doing better. But if you end up liking them and you end up finding out certain things about them, y'all should be able to come to a common ground. They should want to see you improve. They should want to see you grow and increase and things like that. And if they don't, that is another sign that somebody's in competition with you. So that's why you got to be careful. All right, you got to be careful who you get into relationships with. Somebody's doing better than you, and not to say you're leeching off of them or not to say you're using them, but if like you're coming at them straight up and be like, yo, I see that you're into some things. Can I learn? Can you teach me? I want to be able to do certain things too. If they're not with that, if they're stingy and trying to keep things to themselves, that's not the person for you. All right, that person is trying to hold you hostage. All right. So you definitely don't want anybody trying to hold you hostage, because that's toxic too. How are you going to be with someone and not try to put them on or show them or teach them or have them know anything? Like it's like they want to be with you, but they want to keep you in the dark. All right. Don't let nobody want you. Don't let no one have you be with them and then they just like use you to have leverage over them. All right. They just want to have leverage over you. They don't want to teach you anything. They don't want you to know anything. It's like they don't want to help you. They just want you to like be on the side of them and that's it. Yeah, watch out for that too. Some people they just want a person to be with and that's it. They don't want somebody to grow with. So if that person doesn't want to grow with you, if that person doesn't want to get dough with you, all right. If that person doesn't want to show you how to get money and things like that, and they just want your money to be funny and things like that, that's another sign that this person is in competition with you and you shouldn't be dating them because they're not real. Anybody that's real is going to want to see you grow. They're going to want to see you succeed. All right. They're going to treat you like a seed. They're going to want to put you in the ground, water you, and watch you grow. All right. Not just put you down and not teach you anything so you don't know. All right. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Smash that like button, smash that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the chosen ones. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace, love, and light. We out.